Yo, yo, welcome back to another video. My face not even moving, right? It's not moving. It's not moving at all. Let me reset my camera. Okay. Deactivate. Activate. There we go. We back up. Y'all know what time it is. Um, we about to react to this video real quick. Pretty sure my boy, let's call him Jay. Shout out to him. He probably would agree with some of these hot takes or videos or whatever they're doing. But this is top 10 movies that bombed in 2023. I hate that Flash is on the cover.
This mistake is costing Amazon Prime shoppers.
Right?
Are you still using
It was
Prime?
very
Because at
anticipated,
this
and I was
It's been a crazy few years for everyone.
But I can see it.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're looking at movies that
But yeah,
received
Ant-Man and Wasp,
significant theatrical releases in
I don't know.
2023.
It had a lot of
ultimately
fanfare.
falling well
Seeing
below the
MODOK in there.
threshold of
I have not
profitability.
seen Shazam 2 yet, though. Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny.
Number 10,
I
Blue
swear
Beetle.
thought he was done with movies after,
Like your 6 figures in debt.
what is it,
Okay.
The upcoming DCU may be the
no,
shiny
not
arm
that
the
movie.
floundering
Why they
superhero
gotta put
genre
this movie
needs.
right here?
However,
This
Warner
this was
Brothers
one of the
jumped
last
James
DC movies I
Gunn when
watched
they
as
announced
well.
the soft reboot, making any remaining DCEU movies feel non-essential. Despite mostly positive reviews and a likable, diverse cast, Blue Beetle became the lowest-grossing DCEU film.
Sorry, but it's just everything right now feels so out of reach, and
Sorry, I'm not on my phone.
I feel like I failed you guys.
Considering that it was initially developed as an HBO Max
We gotta make
exclusive,
sure I
it's
turn my
not like
audio
Warner
off.
Brothers ever expected Blue Beetle to be a huge moneymaker. Yet, the fact that the film's box office intake barely surpassed its $104 million budget is a testament to growing superhero fatigue. Had it come out 10 years ago, Blue Beetle's profitability might have been guaranteed. In 2023, though, it couldn't reach an estimated break-even
I want to say
point of
superhero
$208
movies are
million.
bad. Look at Spider-Man. Like one of the highest grossing films out there. Especially
Number
even
8,
before
Air.
Andrew and Toby were
I'm Sonny Vaccaro. I'm with Nike.
seen in the movie. It was one of the most
Come down
watched
and say
movies.
hello. Hey, Terrence. How are you?
There was people
Yeah,
watching.
they're
He was
really,
like,
really good.
"What? He
If
in
you
there
make
for
a witty
real?
drama
I need to
for
go watch
adult
that."
Audiences, people will take notice. Just maybe not right away. Exploring the fascinating story behind Air Jordan, this sports biopic received universal critical acclaim and an A cinema score. On its opening weekend, though, Air couldn't jump as high as the Super Mario Bros. Movie, only falling from there.
It's hard to quantify that to a board.
You know what I do here.
You're losing.
While the film made back its $90 million budget, that doesn't account for its hefty advertising campaign, which included a $7 million Super Bowl ad. Since Amazon originally intended to send the film straight to streaming,
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Air's success
Adjust
shouldn't be
my
measured
iPad.
based on box office alone. Although Air has performed well on Prime Video, we may be past the days when a mid-budget drama could turn a profit theatrically.
These things go great with video.
Yeah, we have to show it. Well, Sonny, marketing put good time into that.
Okay.
A good comment to that marketing.
Hey everybody, DJ here. As an investor in
I don't think this is
Acorns, which
actually.
is a saving
I feel like
and
this is an
investing
AI.
He was good enough.
But
Number
if it
8,
actually is the one,
Haunted Mansion.
it don't seem like it.
Nothing. Not a thing. Ghosts don't exist. Life is dirt. We're all dirt.
Disney's 100th anniversary unfortunately coincided with one of its worst recent years at the box office. Part of that might be because Disney Plus
I think I
has
watched
damaged
the
company's
Haunted Mansion,
theatrical
the
brand,
first
but
one though,
quality is another factor.
where
In the case of Haunted Mansion, the reviews
yeah, that
are only
one.
slightly better than the Eddie
2003.
Murphy version released 20 years earlier. Too scary for little kids and not mature enough for older audiences, this $150 million horror comedy proved to be a ghost town when it opened in July.
Once you come inside, like, that's it. There is no going back.
I guess it's just a risk I'm willing to take.
That release date didn't help, as an October opening would have been ideal given the subject matter. Disney made the same mistake with Hocus Pocus 30 years ago, but where that film became a Halloween classic, Haunted Mansion seems DOA.
I can show you what happened, but it will cost you $3.
Number 7,
$3.
Renfield.
The moment I'm gone,
That's crazy. How you gonna get the $3?
They will lock you away for what you've done for me.
Just because Bram Stoker's novel is public domain doesn't mean that Dracula movies are the soundest investment. Universal delivered 2 Dracula-centric films in 2023 that failed to take a bite out of the box office. The Last Voyage of the Demeter didn't even make back half of its $45 million production budget.
Ain't gonna lie, I ain't seen most of these movies. I didn't even know they was out there. Nicolas Cage is an amazing actor, though.
Against a $65 million investment.
And if we could all thank Mr. Renfield for his brave efforts.
Well, Nicolas Cage's Dracula is chef's kiss casting.
Right.
Studios have repeatedly overestimated his ability to pack cinemas. The people who constantly meme Cage on social media aren't necessarily the same demographic buying tickets. The film may have cult potential, but much like Renfield himself, Universal's relationship with Dracula is probably beyond salvaging.
I think that you caught me at a low moment and you maybe manipulated me. Do you
No,
then
no,
use
no,
me at a
no,
low
no,
moment? Do you
no,
use some of your power?
No.
Number 6, Shazam, Fury of the Gods.
I feel
I
like
can't
this
say
is
the
gonna
same
be
anyone else
higher.
because my family looks to me as a leader, but I feel like a fraud.
You understand I'm a pediatrician.
Let's be honest. There would have been a lot more hype surrounding the Shazam sequel if it had marked Dwayne Johnson's introduction to the DCEU as Black Adam.
Right.
Since Johnson insisted that Black Adam get his own movie, Warner Brothers wound up producing 2 giant bombs. Where the original Shazam stood out with its quirky sense of humor, the follow-up failed to bring anything fresh to the equation.
Now we get to have our fun. Fun is for children, dear. We are at war.
Lightning didn't strike twice on Rotten Tomatoes, and the same goes for the box office, reportedly losing the studio around $150 million. Fury of the Gods was an early sign that 2023 would be a rough year for DC and superheroes in general. Sorry, Zavanna, but it doesn't look like Mr. Mind is coming back for you.
Oh, no. Don't worry, sir. I have a plan.
Really? Because it looked like all you guys are sandwiched.
Number 5, The Marvels.
Annihilator. I don't like that name.
For nearly 15 years,
Haven't
the
even
MCU
finished
printed
this.
money simply
I think I
by
watched like
existing. Between an overabundance of content and a dip in quality,
I'd say maybe
that's
30 minutes
no
of the
longer
movie.
case. Whereas the
Then I
original
left.
Captain Marvel had the advantage of coming out between
when
2
browser
Avengers
kept going in
pictures,
and out.
people had a hard time getting excited about the sequel.
Shield alone can't protect us. We need to find more.
Casual fans who slept on WandaVision and Miss Marvel were likely confused by the marketing. Loyal fans didn't expect it to drastically shake up the MCU beyond a post-credits scene, which was spoiled in a trailer anyway. Suffering the MCU's worst opening weekend to date, the Marvels still might
They're
have
gonna have to.
prevailed
I
with
think
a
they're gonna have to
smaller budget.
reset the whole
With
thing.
reshoots bringing the price tag
Because
to more
King
than
the Conqueror is
$270
now
million, Marvel no
uh,
longer has
behind
the luxury
bars.
of burning cash.
or headed there. You're only gonna be there for a year, but still.
Number 4, The Expendables 4.
You know what it is? I've got your skills and then some, and neither of you like it because you're both cavemen.
Expendables. Was Terry Crews supposed to, was that 18 or
The
Expendables?
Expendables is
That
one of
Terry
those
Crews is in.
franchises that audiences kept giving a chance, but it never quite lived up to its action-packed potential. Seeing how the last entry in the series underperformed almost a decade ago, we can't imagine that anyone was clamoring for a 4th installment. Since Hollywood values brand recognition above all else, however, Lionsgate brought Syl Stallone back for one last job.
What do you think of my analysis? Pretty good.
I think.
We know that it's always one last job, but if the box office returns are any indication, Barney Ross can officially retire. Grossing just over $50 million, The Expendables
That's
4
pretty good.
struggled to recoup half of its budget.
Oh,
barely
it
making a
struggled
quarter of
half
the
of it.
previous film's
I
intake.
thought it was like
The
a
sequel proved every bit
$100,000
as
movie.
expendable as the title suggests.
This is a bad joke.
Well, you disobeyed a direct order from your superior, and that causes the mission, so you're out.
Number 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Remember the people who got you here. You couldn't have done it without them. Hey, I'm just a guy who got fired from Baskin-Robbins. Sometimes you just get lucky.
Quantumania marked a rocky start for the MCU's 5th phase, falling short of its break-even point by more than $100 million. Fans of the previous 2 films were generally disappointed by this overblown
I
third
was.
entry. which
I
traded
like the
screwball
first
comedy
one,
for
and I
empty
kind of like the
spectacle.
second
The
one
spider
almost as
name
much.
being in the title, the
But the
Wasp
third
was
one was.
underutilized with more attention
Well,
going
MODOK
toward
was in the
Kang the
movie.
Conqueror.
You're an interesting man.
King was in there, but now they gonna have to.
Scotland.
They took
The
it down
film was
because
meant to
of what
introduce
he did.
theatrical viewers to the MCU's next big bad, but given Jonathan Major's recent legal troubles, the investment in Kang has backfired in more ways than one. Quantumania would have benefited from a smaller scale, centering on Scott and Hope's relationship.
Right.
Instead, Marvel went big with a $200 million Kang Dynasty preview, getting crushed like an ant.
I've heard so much about you and your ants. What are ants, anyway? Do we have them down here?
Number 2, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
I've never got into the Indiana Jones series.
Thanks for putting up with me.
With Crystal Skull being a punchline, Indiana Jones's final adventure needed to be nothing short of exceptional if Disney was going to win back old fans and whip up new ones. Since Harrison Ford was almost 80 when filming commenced, Dial of Destiny already had some limitations in the stunt department. But hey, it's nothing that expensive de-aging effects can't compensate for, right?
You were alone? Spy. You were alone?
With delays from COVID only contributing to the budget, Dial of Destiny cost as much as $300 million. Any hope that
Yeah, they
Indy's
wasn't gonna
legacy
make that
sequel
back.
might be this year's Top Gun Maverick
Unless
was
it
shot
was
down
written by the
following a lackluster
Avatar
opening
actor.
weekend,
I mean,
going on to
writer.
lose Disney around $100 million. If you want fortune and glory, spending big bucks to make big bucks isn't always practical.
Without Helena or the dial, I'm going to get framed for murder.
We thought about calling Marion.
She doesn't want to talk to me.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel
Okay.
and ring the bell to get notified about our latest
Wow.
videos. You have the option to be notified
I know
for
which one they gonna
occasional
put as
videos
number
or all of
one.
them. If
I
you're
know
on your
which
phone,
one.
make sure you
And
go
I
into
hate
your
it.
settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Flash.
I knew it. I was thinking about everything they mentioned, and the one thing they didn't mention.
Warner Brothers
The Flash.
wishes it could travel back 5
I love
years
this
when
movie, man.
multiverse movies were fresh.
Me and
Superheroes
my
provided
friend,
reliable
we
revenue, and
finally
Ezra
went back to the
Miller
movies just to
wasn't so
see this,
problematic. While
like
this
the movie
long-awaited
theater.
DC project had a ton of baggage, it was still
Crazy.
a Flash movie featuring Supergirl and Michael Keaton's Caped Crusader comeback.
He's Batman.
I'm Batman.
But all they had to do was have Grant Gustin in that film, and they could have. They could have brought it up maybe
Batman and Robin did
$20,000.
When adjusted for inflation,
Better
Batman
than
and
nothing,
Robin
right?
actually sold more tickets. The Flash still outgrossed Blue Beetle and Shazam 2, but also had a much higher budget. Although WB's higher-ups championed it as one of the greatest superhero movies ever, the estimated $200 million loss has left the studio in dire need of a new hero.
If you are listening, sorry about your parents. I'm just trying to save mine.
Which film do you think can save the box office in 2024? Place your bets in the comments.
I say make another
What's next?
Spider-Man movie.
Where does the ride take you?
You ain't
Did
gotta
you
do
enjoy
much.
this video? Check out these other clips from
You
Watch
can even
Mojo.
repeat what you
And be
did
sure to
last one.
subscribe and ring the
Have,
bell to be notified about our latest videos.
Have Spider-Man go to Andrew and Toby's world, and then they interact there and maybe solve some crime. They got crime there, right? But anyways, thank y'all for watching. See you.